Welcome to the Tiny House Ideas podcast.
I think there's two types of joy, right, in life. Two things that are going to make you really happy, right? One thing I realized when I was in Australia is I was very busy before. I tried my own company. I don't know if I told you about this. I tried to start my own business before I left, right? I tried it for a year. I wanted to be an aquarium manufacturer, right? So I wanted to build and install aquariums into like walls, that kind of thing. I spent a year on it. I went to different shows in various places. I went to one in Germany called Interzoo. And I would go to these shows and like look at all the fish and talk to people and try and sort of make things happen. And I was working every day at it. After a year, I only sold one fish tank, right? Terrible business. But it kind of instilled in me this thing where, I keep doing, I need to keep sort of creating work. You do create work for yourself. And when I went to Australia, I realized that my happiest times were my least productive. And I felt that, if I'm just sitting around at a campfire and I'm chatting to people, I would be like, it would be the best moments. I could remember them and think about it way more than any of the times I've been doing my work. And I could think back to those times and go, I didn't really achieve anything. But that is genuine, like an experience for my life and something that I feel is worthwhile for my life, right? So there's that side of it. So I think that's joy you can get from doing day-to-day things. We're actually just taking a minute to stop and, you don't have to achieve anything. You can just have a conversation with someone. If you have a half an hour conversation with someone and you really enjoy it, that is beautiful. That's like something you should cherish. Like, don't worry, you didn't achieve anything. Who cares? Like, that's great. And the only other thing I can say, and I'm not saying work is a bad thing, right? Because it's, it's needed. I feel like in work, you have to look for like your state of flow, right? So you have to look for something you can get lost in. And this is the way artists talk about it. If you can sit and paint something for hours on end and you forget time's going and you're not doing it for other people, you're doing it for yourself, right? You might, eventually want to, give art at some point. But if you're there and you can paint away for a few hours and lose yourself in that, that's like ultimate joy, right? And it's the same. So if you can find points in your life where through the day you can do something that you can lose yourself, because it's the best way to find. You're not going to feel it at the time, but afterwards you go, wow, that was really good. But you can find that for your work, and then in your free time you can appreciate those moments and not need to work. I think you have the perfect balance, the perfect day.
Exactly.
I think it's hard to get. Yeah. I mean, no one gets that all the time, but that's how I try and do it, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, it's sort of, for me, speaking to you, I'm sort of taking so much on board as well, because I mean, I could definitely say I'm guilty of sort of creating things to do, like giving myself jobs that like really I don't need to do, but sort of making work because to sort of fill space. Whereas it is sort of about appreciating the little things, because they do sort of go a lot further. They do mean a lot more. And I think this sort of, I mean, talking now, I'm just sort of like really, really excited to the next opportunity to sort of go traveling and to pack a bag and to sort of experience these things again. It's been, sort of something I've been thinking about a lot recently.
Thanks for watching this little teaser for the Tiny House Ideas podcast. If you'd like to listen to the full episode, it's available on all major streaming platforms. So that's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all of the others. Alternatively, if you'd rather watch it sort of in a video format like this video has been, then that's available on Patreon. Just search for Tiny House Ideas. So thanks again for watching. Please do check out the full episode, and thanks again.